What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee tapping back in, man. Young Guru. Yo, Guru unleashed the flutes on him. I always think of that, man. Jay-Z, that HOVA, as he's done numerous work with Hove, and Guru's just a beast, man. But comment with your thoughts about Guru and all that. But he's got this message regarding Euphoria, the Drake diss dropped by Kendrick Lamar, right? Peep it, he says, I realize some of my young people and my students have never seen The Wiz. If you came up in a black household, it was mandatory. The dance scene in Oz is incredible, but it points out that pop culture is fake. The Wiz changes colors, and people just go along with it. Richard Pryor later admits he is a fake and a phony. Now, from my understanding, right, did y'all see the whole thing going around where if you backspin, play backwards a particular part of the track, it has a Richard Pryor clip from The Wiz. You know what I mean? And then it says Teddy Pendergrass got into a car accident and had to live the rest of his life paralyzed in a wheelchair. But peep it. Was intriguing about all this, obviously, The Wiz classic movie. I thought everybody's seen the movie, you know what I'm saying? At least from my era and before. But the Wizard of Oz and metaphors and what is the meaning behind things, right? You heard what he said. The Wiz, which Richard Pryor portrayed the wizard in that version of the Wizard of Oz, right? About pop culture being fake and it's all an illusion. You know what I'm saying? The individual behind the curtain. So often, comment and let me know if you feel this, right? With Drake in the past, we've seen with the comparisons is, where does he rate among all-time artists, rappers, etc. The thing that has always came up about Drake is we know the man don't write all his bars. Talented artist, you know what I mean? Like he's done amazing things in the game, but like many would say, and that's what Guru's saying here, like, yo, you're not a true MC. You know what I'm saying? You might come back to back and all that, throwing diss tracks out there, but it's an illusion. You're not a true MC. You're more like a pop artist. And I think that's what this is all speaking to, in my opinion. Let me know if y'all agree. Let's see what the people are saying here. These generation rap fans can't comprehend those details. For one, I appreciate the history and detail and care to learn. Small talk from small minds. If people haven't realized by now, Kendrick thinks out every single detail of everything he does. Now, again, like Kendrick, way in a different stratosphere of an MC than Drake. Like we said, Drake is a pop artist that has some rap songs, you know what I mean? But like it ain't really you on the pen all the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when it comes to that, you're not even really competing in the same sport, right? And like Kendrick has, it's so wild. I just was listening to something the other day where there was an interview. I forget who it was, right? But they were talking about like individuals saying no to things, right? Like, I'm good on this collab, or yo, I'm gonna wait on dropping this. Like, we know Kendrick Lamar says no to a lot. He doesn't do a lot of media. He's in the cut more or less, just doing him. Like I was listening to Kendrick. Like I said, I always point out The Game, the Black Wall Street, as me being way back then a big fan of The Game and listening to all those mixtapes and everything. It more or less to me comes out like a disappointment because he didn't really do nothing with none of those artists. And I don't think Kendrick was ever a Black Wall Street artist, but he was on quite a few of those mixtapes and, the DJ ski joints and all that. You know what it is. Like, I forget which ones Kendrick was on, but there's some where it's just them spitting bars. Kendrick, J-Rock, which we know Kendrick Lamar has went on to leave Top Dog or whatever, but Black Hippie too. Like, we never got a proper Black Hippie album. I always wanted to hear that. I think there's some out there that's kind of an unofficial thrown together mixtape for the fans out there. Let me know. But point is even though Game never really did nothing with Black Wall Street, a big part of his legacy is he helped transition Kendrick into the game. Obviously we know he was on those mixtapes and all that, like I said, when he was going by K Dot, but also um, on the Red album, which was delayed forever. The what the city, that's what it was called. I think it was the last release that he put out as a video off that project. That hear the angels in the city. You know what I'm talking about? Where Kendrick's like, recognize my life, ridicule my burning when I yearn these lights in the midst of the hieroglyph, my finger to that ish went so hard. You know what I'm saying? But it was like it was the game introducing Kendrick Lamar. So a lot of the fans was already know who Kendrick was, but that really helped like transition him out to the masses. And I'm getting a bit off topic or whatever. Something that I was reading comment wise sent me down that whole little rant there. But yeah, shout out to the game for doing that. But oh, that's what it was. Kendrick, since then, and he blew up and solidified one of the GOATs so quick. He takes his time and drops when he feels like it. He turns down a lot of collabs, and that's kind of what I'm getting at is that conversation that I was hearing the other day. It was like a viral clip going around the blogosphere. It was like a lot of cats, it's not just what you've done, it's what you don't do, what you turn down. And that kind of ties back into Kendrick very being well thought out with all his bars, with all his, if he fires out a diss track, whatever, there's a lot of thought behind that. There's a lot of substance to it all. You know what I'm saying? Where Drake, again, sold a lot of records. People flock with him and all that. But it's like, yo, you're a glorified pop artist in ways to so many. And Kendrick taking this classic movie, MJ, Richard Pryor, right? All that. And, putting that message in there, I guess when it's spun backwards, like it's fake. You're a pop artist. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some Wizard of Oz-ish. This ain't real. You know what I mean? So comment, let me know your thoughts on all that, the beef, the disses, everything. It's still wild too that this all came off the tail end of that J. Cole project, was where we've seen all these different artists in continuation of that whole vibe and that play that was put out there. Everyone's been, dissing and whatnot. And here's Kendrick, man, going hard. And many say just flat out destroyed Drake with this move. All right. So, yeah, that was this comment. If people haven't realized by now, Kendrick thinks out every single detail of everything he does. That's just a part of what's so dope about K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar. And so speaking of all that, all the stuff he's turned down and whatnot, ain't it so crazy that there's the Kendrick Lamar Taylor Swift collab? Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. Ain't that crazy? No one cares about this nonsense. Get to disrespecting that point of rap beef. Dude's got to rematch Wizard of Oz and play snippets backwards and all that. Save that for your album. Where the bar's at. This is who can rap better, not who can think deeper or who can package their raps better. J. Cole clearing both these dudes when it comes to rap. Drake, the better songwriter. Kendrick, the better artist. Cole, wait. Drake, the better songwriter. He ain't right. Like, yo, he don't really write most of his ish, right? Or am I bugging? Comment. But yeah, he's saying he's giving the nod to Cole, but this guy's saying he ain't feeling that concept that Kendrick should have just came talking wild disrespectful. You know what I mean? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you guys think about that one. Damn, there's 40 replies on that. We'll read a couple. This guy laughs at him. This dude says, J. Cole, the dude who apologized. And he says, yeah, that scary ass dude that apologized doesn't take away that he rapped better than both these dudes. Don't try to change the narrative. You talking about just rap, but every diss Drake has put out is a hit. No one wants to hear a diss record. He on your ass with some truth, gang. That's what this guy said in response to, I don't know, man. So how is Drake the better songwriter when you don't even know who wrote the song? You say you want bars, but say disrespecting is the point of rap, bro. What? You say you want bars, but don't want to think, huh? You say who can rap better, dude? He rapped for 6 minutes, but you don't want rap. You want disrespect. Turn on love and hip hop and enjoy yourself. So this dude's just saying, yo, that is some off the charts fugaziness with the comment that you came with, you know. Oh snap! Is there a reference to Aubrey being wheelchair Jimmy? Oh yo, that's the second part. What he was saying. That's wild. I didn't even, you know what I mean. I was so keyed in on what he was saying about. Um, the pop world being an illusion and fake. I forgot about the second part about Teddy Pendergrass, um, wheelchair Jimmy Degrassi. You know what I mean? Thanks, Guru. That's all cool and insightful, but sometimes the average listener doesn't want to have a hip hop historian break down the meaning of the music. Like with Nas, Ether, he said if Jay Z and Spit Straight Fire and at your boss and no one needed anything decoded, we all understood what Nas was saying on one listen. So, interesting point there. He's saying, the average listener isn't going to be a historian and know everything, but that's what I think is so dope though about artists like Kendrick is, yes, they put out hits and all that, but it's not just for the average listener in a sense, right? Like he's really trying to put out the art, you know what I'm saying, he flux with, and Nas is someone, he's speaking about the Nas Ether, obviously one of the greatest disses of all time. You talk about disrespectful, like what in the fuck, you know what I mean? And then come to find out there was a whole nother Ether that didn't even come out. And we heard that one was just too gritty and gory, like, you know what I mean? I can only imagine with that track, with that version of Ether entailed. But Nas is someone, he says it right there, my poetry's deep. I never felt Nas is like life or death, half man, half amazing, right? But with Ether, he just kept it simple. Like that was the vibes at that point in time where he was like, yo, I'm just gonna get straight to it. This is the type of issue got me on. It's what's so dope about the arts and music and stuff like that. It's all open to interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Everyone listens to music and, takes different things from it. That's what's so great about music and hip hop and poetry and, you know what I'm saying? Spoken word and all that. The arts, it hits you and it hits people all on different levels and they take different things from it. Oh, I didn't clock the Teddy P thing. So someone else was like, oh, damn, I didn't even peep that right away. Damn, all these Da Vinci codes to break down. Just rap, man. Damn. So another person was saying, yo, come on, this is too deep. We just want to hear the bars. I appreciate the type ish. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jay Coffee Talk. I like to coffee talk it up. You know what I mean? That's what this channel's all about. If you're new, so make sure to subscribe, hit the buttons, but more importantly, join that discussion. We coffee talk it up on music, news, sports, current events, life, and much, much more. But me personally, you know what I'm saying? I like breaking things down on different levels and seeing like, oh, did y'all peep this? You know what I mean? But for some, not the case. What do you think? Let me know, and we'll read a few more, and then we're done right here. I'm white, and The Wiz was a mandatory watch in my home too. Like, yo, the Wiz is a classic, man. You know what I'm saying? Genius move by Kenny. Guru got to do a video post to teach them the culture because too many are misinformed. So that's going to do it for this one. Young Guru, remember, unleash the flus on him. um, but there y'all have it, man. Guru breaks down the depth of the diss track and things some other individuals may have missed. So let's talk about it all. Hope to catch y'all on the next one. Look forward to, seeing what y'all got to say. I'm out of here. Peace and God bless.